Good morning. Um, I got distracted. My microphone was not set to default, so I started talking and nothing was happening. So that was fun. But welcome back to Plant Rambling, where I ramble about a random plant because why not? Why wouldn't I? Um, anyway, today we're talking about a Pinguicula, which is um distracted again. Technically, this is a cross. This is Pinguicula Hanka. Um, it was. I have notes here. Oh, right at the top. I shouldn't record before I have coffee, but here we are. So, Pinguicula Hanka is a butterwort hybrid of Pinguicula zechari and rotundiflora. Um, I think I have a rotundiflora somewhere. I definitely have another cross of rotundiflora. I don't have any zechari, so that might be something to get into. But you can see, hello friend. Oh, there's no backlight for you. Sorry. Look at the flower. Look at it. It's so cute. It doesn't want to focus on it though because my hand is in the way. Or whatever. Hello. There's no light behind it, that's probably why. Hanka is like just a very pretty flower. Also when it has enough light, the leaves themselves turn like a darker red. It's just a very pretty plant. So pings are a carnivorous plant. Their leaves are sticky. My brain just shorted out. Most of the ones that I have currently are Mexican butterworts, many of which have a winter succulent form where they're no longer carnivorous and then they don't like water. In the summer, when they get their carnivorous leaves, they're these, obviously. Where's my camera? All these bigger leaves, which, again, there's no backlight because planning. And as long as they have enough humidity, their leaves get sticky and they trap things like fungus gnats, small flies, that sort of thing. I forgot to water that for a while, so the leaves aren't very sticky right now, which is a common thing for me to do. I just kind of like forget about stuff sometimes. But like these ones, this is also a ping. Oh, I'm dripping water on the microphone. I'm so sorry. Because they were still in water. And again, we'll get a backdrop one of these days so you can focus on things. I think you can kind of see. Nope, it's not bright enough. Hold on. Oh, the power of the sun. So you can see if I can figure my brain out. See how fuzzy that is? And if I turn a little more, you can see a fly, sort of. See, water everywhere. Oh, this one's got a better fly. See? There's a fly there. Right there. Oh, dripping water everywhere. Should probably not do that over my keyboard. It's probably fine. It's been through worse. But those are pings. They have sticky leaves, and very, very beautiful flowers. I need to turn this down and take a sip of coffee because otherwise I might die. Okay. So my Hanka, I have. This is my main one, and it's very pretty ceramic jar. with orchids and such on it. I think those are supposed to be irises. Never mind. Yeah. So this is my one that lives in the house. I do have several in the plant garden in the on the sale shelf. Um, and they're just a pretty plant to look at. They get like this nice, like I would say burgundy, pink burgundy, this darker color, very pretty. Um, and I don't know how often they flower or how much they flower because this one is on its third flower, and it's like the end of fall. So I don't know how long they flower for. That's something we'll find out. I keep most of my pings currently under 12 hours of light. The Hanka I water with a tray method. Um, I water all of my butterworts with a tray method currently because that's the easiest. Um, Look at my notes. Interesting. Humidity, I try and stay above 60% humidity. Sometimes that works, sometimes that doesn't. In the house, it hovers between 50 and 60 usually, which is what I've found so far, hopefully, is a good humidity to have for my house plants and even my more tropical plants. Like with the Peperomia caparata from the last video. Um, my house stays around 65 degrees in the winter, give or take, um, which is a decent temperature because most pings are from like higher climates. So Mexican in the Mexico, South America, both of those, in the mountainous regions. So it does get cooler in the winter and at night, but I will one day have my thoughts organized, and I cannot promise when that is. Um, I don't know what a Hanka is like in winter dormancy. I haven't hit that yet. So I'll let you know when that happens how much I panic. Um, Pings are like most carnivorous plants, they don't do well with chemicals and um, hard minerals. So I use either rainwater or reverse osmosis water for them. Their soil substrate is a mix of cocoa coir, which is like peat but less environmentally impactful because it's a byproduct of coconut. And then for pings, I usually use, I would say, 1 part cocoa coir, 1 part perlite, and 1 part vermiculite, I believe. That's what I put in that. So there's not really a lot of soil. There's lots of perlite and vermiculite. Um, because pings are susceptible to crown rot. So you don't want the soil to stay wet all the time. You want it to dry out and then get wet again. So I usually let it dry out for a week or so. And after a week or so, or when I notice the leaves start to get less sticky, then I water them again. The nice thing about the tray method is that water will evaporate up and raise the humidity level. I suppose the important part would have been to say that it was registered to the International Carnivorous Plant Society, the Pinguicula Hanka, in the year 2000 by Miloslav Studnicka in Czech Republic. I probably butchered that horribly, but here we go. It was named after his daughter Hanna, whose nickname was Hanka. Both of them, from what I've read, greatly enjoy botany and plants, hence why he named the plant after her. I think I covered everything. we'll probably touch more on carnivorous plants, considering I have many in my house right now. But I think that's it for Pinguicula Hanka. It's a very pretty Mexican butterwort cross, because it's not a Mexican butterwort, it's a cross. And it's sterile, so the only way to get more is through leaf propagations. That's the other thing. Or if they create pups. I don't know if this one gives pups. I'll have to find that out too, and I'll let you know. I have thrip damage. I detest thrips. They are truly a bane of my existence. But yeah, I think that's it for Pinguicula Hanka. It's a very pretty flowering ping. It's carnivorous. That's about it. So I hope to see you all again sometime soon. This is episode 2, so I've done good. I've done 2 episodes now. That's better than some things I've done. And that is everything for today. So until next time. Any updates? Any updates? Any updates? Before I say goodbye for real. Probably not. I'll think of something. One of these days I will update the Etsy shop. And have more hours and pictures for the plant garden, for the garden house. Because currently it's ruler. Currently it's just Tuesday afternoons, usually 2 to 6, that the plant garden is open. Evenings by appointments. Let me know if you want to come and see plants, look for plants, shop for plants. I have lots of carnivorous plants and a very, very large shelf full of succulents as well. But yeah, I think that's everything now. And we'll talk to you later. Have a good one.